Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling well, doing well. I hope you guys are feeling blessed and highly favored. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel so other people can come across this pretty face as well. I am now available for personal reading, so if you guys are interested in that, my email is down in the description box to book with me. Also, follow me on IG. That's down below as well. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get into today's topic. Um, Today I will be giving a little bit of background, a little bit of a story on me dealing with low self-esteem, and what did I, or things that I did to kind of like overcome that. Um, I wanted to do this video because I know there are a lot of people who deal with this, who were bullied growing up and things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna just give a few tips. So maybe it started middle school. I won't say necessarily elementary school. Yeah, because everybody was a little funny looking in elementary school, but when we got to middle school, people started feeling themselves. People were starting to grow more into their looks, but it took me a little bit of time to actually come into my looks more. But yeah, in middle school, there were certain comments made that made me feel a little bit. I didn't really like how I looked in middle school. Um, People would tell me like I needed to get on the treadmill, I needed to lose weight, I needed to do this, I needed to do that. Mind y'all, I was pretty tall. I am now 5'9", 5'10"-ish, and that's pretty tall for a female. But now I've learned to embrace my height, but we'll get into that later on in the video. But yeah, I was taller than everybody, for real, in middle school. So yeah, they would pick on my height, they would pick on my weight, whatever, cool. Going into high school, maybe 9th or 10th grade, I started to slim down. That's when I was starting to come into my looks. I was starting to, my shape was starting to shape, okay? The curves, everything was starting to show more. So yeah, and even then, around that time in high school, I wasn't getting a lot of attention. I'm like, okay, and I ain't gonna lie, I was looking for attention. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to, you know, I, I guess I look pretty or whatever. Why isn't nobody paying attention to me or whatever? Um, that was around like 9th or 10th grade, I think. No, that was 9th grade. Then going into 10th grade, starting to slim up a little bit more. And that's when I noticed that guys would kind of like throw like little flirtatious remarks at me. But in my high school, the high school that I went to, the dudes were nasty. Like, they were just looking for females to literally have sex with. That's it. And it wasn't like I wanted to lay it with the dudes. It's just like, pay attention to me. Like, but why aren't y'all paying attention to me? But yeah, throughout the rest of my high school career, whatever, I didn't even really care to get attention from nobody. I wasn't even studying them, because the dudes that I went to high school with, they were like a little funny looking. And it's like, now that I sit and think about it, it's like, I really wanted attention from them. Be for real. But a couple of them that had smart things to say about me, they ended up liking me. That's how it always is. Whatever. But yeah. Went to college. I think what really set it off was the fact that when I first started dating, the person ended up cheating on me. And it's like every time I was dealing with somebody and they ended up choosing somebody else over me, it would be someone that's like slimmer. It would be someone that's of a lighter um skin complexion or whatever, someone that's shorter, slimmer. It would just be someone that does not look anything like me. So that made me feel like, okay, maybe I should lose weight. Maybe I should start working out, and they'll pay attention to me, pay more attention to me. And I started working out, but I wasn't doing it for myself. I was doing it so other people can notice me. Other people can pay attention to me. So, ended up going to college, and I wasn't really paying, like I wasn't really going to class. I was skipping a lot, and I was really, really, the fact that I had low self-esteem, the fact that I didn't really have that much confidence, that caused me to become so dependent on guys. I needed guys' attention. I needed people to tell me that I was pretty. I needed people to tell me that I was beautiful. So I was talking to multiple dudes at one time. And when I wasn't in class, I was literally going to link up with one dude. And then when I left him, I went to someone else. Like, it wasn't ever sexual encounters. It was just like, I was liking the attention I was getting. And it was making me feel good. It's like, now I'm finally getting the attention that I've always wanted, right? So, I don't know how it happened. Or I just, like, they weren't really talking about nothing. Like, the dudes that I was talking to, it was just, they just wanted sex for real. And it's like, ew, I don't want to associate myself with anybody like that. So I ended up cutting everybody off. I ended up I stopped talking to everyone. And I went into solitude. I went into isolation mode. And it's like, I had to really, really like look at myself, and it's like, Mala, why do you seek attention and validation from people? Like, what's really the deep rooted issue as to why you seek out attention? Why can't you just give it to yourself? And in that time of isolation, I really went back and pointed out the things that made me insecure at that time. And again, it stemmed from the relationships that I was in, and the guys cheating on me and choosing people who I guess they felt looked better than me. And I was comparing myself to them and comparing myself to other females and trying to fit into that group. I was trying to look like those specific females. But I grew out of that. I had to realize, like, I'm me. God made me this way. And I had to accept that nothing is wrong with me at all. Like, I am perfect just the way I am. I am beautiful inside and out, from head to toe. And it took me a while to actually, and till this day, I still have my moments where it's like those negative thoughts trying to creep up, but I'll quickly tune it out. I'll ignore it, because it's like, no, I'm not going back down that dark path. I am good where I am at, and it's going to stay that way. But it took me a long time to actually feel secure within myself. It took me a long time to actually like feel like I was enough, feel like I was worthy. And I used to try to like, I used to wear eyelashes every day. I used to have to put on lip gloss every day, keep my hair done, things like that. And what I had to realize is not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. So I thought putting on all these like dressing myself up was gonna make me feel good, but it didn't. Because like I said, it starts from the inside. If you don't feel it on the inside, you're not gonna really feel it on the outside. Okay, so yeah, one day I just ended up I came across this girl on TikTok, and she's a tarot reader, and she was basically, I remember it was like a full moon or new moon coming up. And I'm bringing this up because, y'all, I'm spiritual, whatever. So a lot of things for me now is spiritual. But yeah, I ended up coming across her. I've been following her for a long time, and she would just so happen to be talking about things to do to make you feel sexier. So I was listening to her, and she was um, like start wearing like pink undergarments, like bras and stuff, panties, like mirror magic, and y'all don't have to do that. It's just certain. It's just things that I did, and I mean, if you want to do it, you can. You don't have to. There's other things you can do as well that I am going to point out, but those are the things that I did. Okay, so yeah, I wrote it down, and whenever the moon, I think I don't remember if it was a full or a new. I'm pretty sure it was a new because on new moons, that's when you welcome in energy. When there is full moons, that's when you release certain energy. So I'm pretty sure it was a new moon. So when that new moon came, I remember I had on a pink bra, so pink panties. I'm like, yeah, we finna get it popping. I wrote down some affirmations. I still have them in this binder that I'm looking at. Like when I tell y'all, I use up so many journals, I use up so many binders to write down affirmations. Y'all, I use a lot of paper. But yeah, I wrote down some affirmations, and before I burnt them, before I went outside and burnt them and released it into the universe. I repeated them back to myself. Whatever I wrote down, I said it, and then I folded it, and I remember I sprayed perfume on it, and I burnt it. And then I came back into the house, and I went in the bathroom, shut the door, looked in the mirror, didn't have on no lip gloss, no lashes, nothing. My hair was everywhere. And I looked into the mirror, and I started speaking positive affirmations to myself, like, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am good enough, I am lovable, things like that. And yeah. So maybe not even, like, kid you not, maybe like a week passed, and even like it was just like crazy how many people or dudes was just like texting me out of nowhere, out of nowhere. And I wasn't, like, again, I wasn't doing this to attract attention. I was doing it to boost my confidence. I was doing it to boost my self-esteem, to love on myself more. It wasn't to so anybody can text me, but that's what ended up happening. um Especially on Messenger and Snapchat, it was like out of nowhere. And when I be talking to one person texts me, a couple hours later here comes somebody else, a couple hours later someone else, and then the next day it's the same thing. Like, people were texting me, can I take you out to dinner, I want to get to know you, things like that, or you're so beautiful. And I'm like, and I wasn't like replying or anything, because it's like I don't really need that attention from nobody no more. Like, I was starting to feel better about myself. I was starting to feel secure within myself. So maybe I'll like text a couple of them back, but it wasn't like I didn't really hold a long conversation with them, because now in this generation, dudes really just be trying to get in your panties. So it's like, what are we really talking about? But yeah, what Cynthia did, yeah, that's her name, Cynthia. I don't know what her TikTok name is, but I know her name is Cynthia. Shout out to Cynthia. Yeah, so I started doing that a little bit more. I was working with the moon phases, so when the new moon came in, again, I did wrote down the affirmations, burned it. When the full moon came, I would write down what I wanted to release. So I would write down, I want to release insecurities, I want to release self-doubt, negative thinking, blase blase. Wrote that down, burnt it, and I would meditate. So things like that was helping me to realize, like, I am beautiful, I am attractive. And again, now it's like I don't even have to put on all these, like, I don't have to put on eyelashes, I don't have to make sure I'm dressed up every day. Now I just walk around the house looking beat up. I remember I used to, when I was dealing with people like in my past relationships, every time we got on the phone, I had to make sure my hair was did. I had on lip gloss, lip liner, eyelashes, everything. But now, the person that I'm talking to, when we get on FaceTime, I look like a pure crackhead. Because it's like, either you take me as I am or don't take me at all. Like, I'm not finna sit up here and get razzle dazzle to impress you. Baby, I don't know if y'all seen that meme of Snoop Dogg, and y'all know his hair was sticking up. Baby, that's me when I be on the phone. It's like, it is what it is. I don't, child. One minute I look like a crackhead, the next minute I look like this. Hey, it is what it is. And again, it took me a long time to get into that energy. It took me a long time to actually accept, like, this is me, period. So I say all of that to say this: if you are struggling with low self-esteem, if you are struggling with your confidence, first things first, stop seeking attention, stop seeking validation from other people. Okay, it starts with you. It starts within you. So it's not about the outside, it's about the inside. So like I said, if you want to write down affirmations, if you're like the spiritual girly and you want to write down affirmations, you want to do the pink undergarments like I did, that works wonders. When I tell you that works so well, if you want to take a piece of paper, write down affirmations, fold it, spray perfume on it, and burn it, that works as well. Also, mirror magic. So like I said, going into the bathroom, looking yourself in the mirror and speaking positivity to yourself, that works as well. But if you guys aren't really into that, then the affirmation still works as well. So speak good over yourself. Let go of the negative thinking. Stop comparing yourselves to others. That's them. This is you, okay? You were made how, God made you the way that you are for a reason. You are unique, okay? Don't sit up here and say, oh, but she has this, she looks like this. That's her. That's just what, everyone has their own unique look, okay? So never feel less than or anything like that. Another tip maybe is, like I said, if you need to go into isolation mode and cut everyone off and just tune into yourself, that works as well. What else? I mentioned the affirmations, the isolation, mirror magic. Yeah, also if you want to like work with the moon phases like I was doing, you can do that as well. Things like that helps. That works wonders. When I'm telling you guys, things change so fast for you. Literally do it for a week straight. If you're the girly that wants to, again, burn your affirmations, spray perfume, wear the pink undergarments, do that for a week straight. You will see changes, okay? But yeah, just appreciate yourself. You are beautiful, flaws and all. There is, like I said, you are unique. You are perfect just the way you are. I need you to feel it. I need you to say it. Do not let what other people say define you. And usually when people are saying things about them, they have insecurities themselves. So just tell them they need to go work on themselves, and that's just what it is. But again, don't let that make you feel less than, because you are worthy. You are good enough. You are beautiful. You are attractive. And don't let anybody else make you feel less than, okay? So use those tips, okay? If you want to feel like a goddess, if you want to feel like an empress, use those tips that I mentioned for a week straight. I'm telling you, you are going to see quick and fast changes, all right? So yeah, that's what I got, y'all. I love y'all so much. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. And like I always say, be good, do good, and until next time, bye y'all.